Good morning, everybody. Welcome to my channel, JB's Crochet. It feels like it's been forever since I was on here. Okay, I want to turn my lamp on. I can't. I can't turn my lamp on. Hold on just a minute. Let me get it on. I don't know why it was off. That's weird. It should be on. I might have to unplug it because it's offline. It's annoying. It's on. That's all that matters. Good morning, everybody. I have no room under here. Let's see. Good morning, Lisa. Good morning, Steven and BB, Melissa J, Marlene, Marianne. Oh, freezing down here, y'all. It got cold outside. It is 11 degrees outside, and y'all, it was 70 degrees on Christmas. And it is still very windy. I thought the wind calmed down last night, but nope. It picked right back up. It probably isn't as bad this morning as it has been, but it's still pretty windy out there. I am looking for my thermostat because I'm going to turn it up because I'm freezing. It's trying to heat up to 70 degrees. I'm cold, y'all, I'm cold. Okay. Well, what do I want to do? Okay, so first I've been collecting ball bands. I've been collecting ball bands this year, and now, granted, this is not all of them because I think I started late. And some of these are ball bands of skeins that I didn't actually finish using. Like this sun gold, I haven't finished using this sun gold, but it's not with the yarn, so I just threw it in here. A lot of this is, but y'all look, this is all the ball bands that I have used in 2025. Granted, like I said, not all of this was fully used. Some of this I used a bunch of it, and now I have scraps of it. Like these right here, these are from the Picasso yarn that I've been using to make that one shawl that I'm still not done with. So just that's 2025, y'all, in a nutshell. Good morning, Melissa H. Good morning, Frizzy. Are y'all waking up? Rubbing those eyes? So there you go. I'm going to take these, recycle all of it because it's all paper, and I'm going to start fresh for next year. And I'm going to put in here the skeins or the ball bands of the yarns that I use to make things. This is either turned into scrap yarn or fully used is what all this is from this year. Just like, I want to say this is like the last half, maybe 3/4, because I didn't start doing this until later in the year. I got the idea from Miss Rebecca. No worries, Melissa. You are fine. You are fine. Those grandbabies are way more important than me anyway, so take care of them. And then, let's see. I can't show you all of my Christmas presents. I got 3. I got a big mop vacuum thingy that I've already used on my floors, and I pretty much like that. I like that a lot. Like it a lot. And then I got a charging station thing for my watch and my phone and my earbuds, my Pixel Buds or whatever, if I had a wireless case, charging case, which I don't, which is okay. But I could charge all 3 devices on this one thing. Count them and compare next year. I could put them in a bag. They would fit in a baggie. I'd have to fold some of them down because some of them are a little big. Some of them are a little big. This one would fit, but there's just some long ones in here. No, I think they would fit in a gallon baggie. I thought I had a gallon baggie down here. I think I took it upstairs. I have not finished my daughter's granny square pants. They're sitting right here. I'm going to work on them this week and get them done for her. The other present I got was from my mom. And it is this little cute thing right here. It is a Cricut mini heat press mini. It's basically just a little iron. I mean, I could have gotten an iron, but this is a small, tiny iron that I can get into like the little stuff. And it's a little base that it sits in when it's hot. I'm going to buy a case off of Amazon where I can store this in there like this, because this doesn't stay on, so it's like, yeah. So I'm going to buy a little case to put it in, but when I'm using it, it'll be like that, obviously. That charger is a handy thing, yep. Yep, starting January 1st, any ball band that I take off of a skein of yarn that I'm using, I use up it, whatever, I don't know what the parameters are going to be. Like, if I have to cake it up into a scrap cake, like, you know, when I say scrap cake, I mean take it from what one calls a flat, or I call a floppy skein, and make it into a cake. If I have to wind it into a cake, then I put the ball band, you know, I call it a scrap cake. There you go, Lisa. I could do that. Yeah, that's true. I could. That might take a minute. I'll do that after the live. Anyway, oh, I got the tail sewn in on this. So this is going to be my New Year's sweater that I'll wear for you guys. This one I will have to wear something underneath it though, because it's more holey. You can see my fingers poking. It's a little holier than the Kimberly Otterson sweater that was made for me. I finished the hat, the beanie, for the matching to go with the scarf. I think I'm gonna call it. I haven't looked around to see if it's taken yet, but I think I'm gonna call it. What did we say? What did I say? The Winter's Eve. Oh, Winter's Eve beanie, because I made this on Christmas Eve. I started on Christmas Eve, but I didn't want to name it a Christmas name. So winter, and we just started winter. So I know it wasn't created on the eve of winter, but apparently I have a tail still. I forgot the tail. So I think this is going to be called the Winter's Eve beanie. The blanket you're making now will be 15 skeins. Oh boy, that's a lot. So it is soft, and it goes very well with the Melissa, I have your t-shirt done and it's sitting right over there, but I'm not gonna show it to you. You gotta wait to see it, and then you gotta take a picture of it to show the rest of us. I think that matches pretty dang good. I think that matches pretty darn good, don't you think? Without being like identical. Color-wise it matches, but I think stitch-wise. So, not my pattern. This is so the Winter's Eve beanie. So now what I think I might do to make it a matching set, kind of, you know, channel my inner Marianne and make a winter set like she did. Oh, I could tease you with the back side of the shirt, but it's just a large navy blue shirt. What I might do is come up with my own scarf where I do the same stitches that I did in the beanie, and then it would match. It wouldn't be matchy-matchy. Thank you. Excuse me. Okay, next, let's go to the next thing that I'm almost done with. I got this done for the most part. I just got to get the tails, finish sewing the tails in. I got this far on the strap. I got to do the other half of the strap. And then I got to move into the inside of the bag and get the tails done on the inside of the bag. Turn the right way. There we go. Now you can see the tails in there. So this is a very lightweight bag, but it is long enough that you could make it a crossbody because it is going to stretch. You know, I didn't do a non-stretchy strap. I could put some fabric maybe on the back of this to keep it from stretching. But honestly, when it stretches, it'll be down by the waist. It'll be like where the stretch ends up, it'll end up in a good spot, if that makes sense. No, I have not, Marianne. I was just about to get to that. So yeah, this is my Luck of the Draw bag ball sack that I created. I was going to put white on top, and then I attached the straps, and I went, ah, crap. I forgot the white on top. Oh, well. Oh, well. So here is the beanie. I am trying to finish for somebody else. This is not my pattern. And this is all the yarn I had left over from those cakes, the blossom cakes. So I think I'm just going to frog this out because honestly, I was looking through my scraps and nothing's going to fit. Nothing's going to fit with this, like the same kind of color temperature, but then this yarn has a fuzziness to it that I just don't have that fuzzy of a yarn. So I think I'm just going to start over and redo Lisa's beanie. Is Tank teasing us with oh no, Mexican this time? Not sorry. It's funny. And yesterday I was watching Kim Fortunate Creations by Kim's live yesterday. She was talking about how she has a little journal that she writes things down in. And I had grabbed this like a couple weeks ago, this notebook. I was like, what am I going to use this notebook for? I just had it sitting around. It's not a very big notebook, but it's enough to, it's a small notebook. It closes up with this little strappy thing, and it's a spiral bound one like I like. So, I could open it and fold it and everything. And I was like, you know what? I use this to write down. If I've started keeping this with me now wherever I go. Because I'm always needing a piece of paper to write something down. But then also, I'm also needing something to write down ideas. So that idea that I sent in Discord, for the Notions pouch, I wrote it down in here. And that's what I took the picture of to send to you guys to be like, what do y'all think of that? Notions, potions, and magic wands. I was thinking of putting that on a zipper pouch. And I was just thinking it'd be fun because we call it Notion pouches with all our like stitch markers and our tapestry needles and things. And so I was just thinking kind of something fun to say, and I came up with the Notions, potions, and magic wands. But I was like, potions doesn't really fit the yarn, but I don't know. Anyway, so, okay. So there's that. That's what I've been up to over the last week or so-ish. I started to try to do a crescent shawl, but I don't know how to keep increasing it and keep my numbers increasing. And at what point do I, like, I don't know. Because I went from 24 to 30 plus, like 39 on this next one or something like that. Or I don't know, 36. It was supposed to go to 30, not 36. So I was just messing around with yarn trying to do that. I don't know. 45-minute drive. Oof. And then I also started yesterday, I think. I started putting ideas into our Bust That Stash jar. You know what I should do? It doesn't have this jar doesn't have a nice flat surface for me to make a vinyl sign. I could put vinyl on here that says Bust That Stash projects. I might have to see. I really like these ball jars though, with the decorativeness of them. But I mean, I suppose I could put it across the top here. I don't know. It would just be fun to put it like on a flat side right here, like Bust That Stash projects. So I still need ideas. I am, so far, all of these patterns in here are free patterns on Yarnspirations. There's one from Ravelry in here. I tried to look through Ravelry. Ravelry, that one was a tough one to look through because, I don't know, it was a bunch of just random stuff that it was giving me in the free patterns. And I'm like, well, I mean, I want random, but I don't know. It was just, what am I working on today? Well, I was thinking of working on the tails of that bag. So I want to get that bag finished. Oh, I know what I wanted to do. I wanted to create a bag. That's what it was. I had been like, the moment I fell asleep to the moment I woke up in the middle of the night to the moment I went back to sleep to the moment I woke up again this morning with my alarm, I'm like, I have been stuck on making this bag. Like, I have this idea in my head that I've seen it on YouTube. I saw the shorts on it, I think, where they take the moss stitch and they work it in a row by row, side to side, and they make it in a long rectangular piece. They attach the ends together, or they seam up one of the sides, and it's a bag that doesn't stretch as much, because with moss stitch, when you stretch it sideways, it doesn't stretch, like it fills in. Or no, it still stretches, sorry. But when it stretches, the way the moss stitch is done, it fills in those holes. And so it doesn't have to be as lined. And so I was wanting to experiment with that and make my own bag. So I guess I could let the cat out of the bag. I did not get gifted the box that I wanted, so I went ahead and ordered it myself ahead of time. So I went ahead and ordered the Stitches version of the Granny Squares box. So we may do we, okay, let's take a vote. Pinterest, I need to try Pinterest, Lisa, yes. I'm not on Instagram enough to really, but I need to try Instagram too. I don't know, Instagram might be a little tough, like Ravelry as well. Ugh, I gotta move boxes out of my way, hold on. Or baskets. So I guess I got myself a Christmas present. So I got this for myself. And there is a book that I want to get. So the Rich Textures Crochet channel, she has a couple books out. She's got 2 books on Amazon that I want to get. I want to get both of them. They're both in my wish list right now. I really want to get her one book because it's a stitch dictionary of sorts. It's stitch. What did she call it? What did she call that book? I want my my lists. Amber's wish list. It is public, by the way, just in case you want to know. So they're called intermediate crochet stitches. 102 crochet stitch patterns celebrating texture and color. So Ravelry is overwhelming. I mean, unless you know exactly what you're going there to look for. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm going there literally looking for whatever, you know. Good morning, Sharon. Welcome, welcome. I'm opening my box. Oh no, California is becoming one of those states too. Ugh. So sorry. So we need to make grocery bags, huh? Gotcha. All right, so the Granny Square Stitches card deck. The other card decks for on-the-go crochet lovers. Yep. So basically, I've got all three card decks. I got the flower, the Granny Square. Come on now. Why are we not? I don't even want to hold it up there anymore. So I've got all the card decks at this point. There's 50 in each of them. What in the world? Intarsia Battenberg. Check that out. These are going to be interesting, Lana. What you get me into. So, well, I don't know. Do we do both or do we do one? Do we do the flowers or do we do... The flower one is sitting underneath Merlin right here, and I don't really want to pull that one out. So, the stitches or the flowers for our... I guess we could do the squares next year. Now, I'm not going to be as like, I got to get them done every week because, you know, I don't know. I still got to pull those off of there and lay them out. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how, if I want to keep the way I've been doing it, but change it up, make it fresh, you know, for the next year. You don't have the flowers one. I have all of them. I have the flowers, the granny, obviously the Granny Square. They did it. Or instead of making a blanket with that, with all those Granny Squares, do we come up with ideas to make with them? I'm not trying to get out of making the blanket, I promise. Or maybe I am. I just don't know what I want to do this next year, guys. It's like I've gotten my... I'm in this mode of like, I don't know, new and fresh. It's a new year, you know? So it's like, what do I want to do, you know? Like, I kind of want to bring in my, you know, my Addy machine and start using it again because they're all collecting dust at this point. So, that's why I've been reaching out to you guys, Vic. What do we want to do next year? I definitely, I like this. I want to keep doing the Tuesday Bust the Stash series, or we could do this on Mondays. We might do Monday Bust the Stash instead of Tuesday, just because, I don't know, Mondays start the week for me. Because as of right now, I don't have a make-along going for next year, unless we do these. I don't know. I was trying to see if... I don't know what I was trying to see. I was trying to see something, but now I don't know. Did I get my box from Amazon? Did you send me a box from Amazon? Because I've gotten all my Amazon boxes. Unless you sent me one. Oh, I put these in wrong. Still sulking about that yarn I can't use in my sweater. Oh, Marianne, I'm sorry. Oh, yeah, the Granny Square Christmas tree. Yes, Lana. So, I think that we could do that, like, you know, towards the end of the year. We can start that and, like, have it ready by mid-November. We could probably start that in September. Because, I mean, are you wanting to do, like, all the same Granny Square on it? Or do you want to, like, do, you know, random Granny Squares? Oh, yeah. It's right here. The stitch box is right here. Oh, yeah, I got it from Amazon. Sorry. Yes. I did get this box from Amazon. Yes, ma'am. And I made sure to get the one that said, you know, by Claire Montgomery, and it's the big one, like all of her other ones. It's identical to the Granny Squares. Like, they're identical. I didn't put these in here either correctly. I'm very, like, OCD, I think. It's got to be the right direction. Everything has to be, like, when you pull this lid off, it's got to be the same direction. Right. So do you want to do, like, random Granny Squares, Lana? Or are you wanting to do, like, all one Granny Square and change the color up a little bit like they did? You know? I think the one... You don't want another fake one. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I mean, I went... Yeah, so these are all Claire Montgomery's... I'm trying to see where it says Claire Montgomery. It doesn't say Claire Montgomery on my Granny Square one on the side like the stitch one does. Anyway, I did not want to get up this morning, guys. I was struggling to get up. Oh yeah, I wanted to work on the bag. On the tree bouquet, so wait till September. Yeah. No, Lana, like I don't mind talking about it. Like, you know, we can plan it out right now too. That's why I'm asking questions, so I can be thinking about it and figure out maybe, you know, maybe we started in June or April or September, you know, whenever. And we do one square a week and we work our way up to, you know, the Christmas tree. Make a Christmas tree by the end of the day. That would be fun, actually. Where we just make a square a week and we just kind of like an Advent, you know? Like a countdown type of thing where we make a square and we just work our way up to the tree, you know? And by the time we're done with the last square, we're, you know, making the tree. I just got to figure out how many squares we need. I got to look at that picture a little closer. Do some research. I don't know if this is going to be usable. I bought this pad to do, like, you know, instead of a planner, because I was like, oh, this is what I need right here. But I thought it was 3 separate pads. It's all one pad. And so it's got this one where it has a little spot here for whatever. And then you got your top tasks and a little space for notes down here. And then you get to the week where you know, can write out your week. And then the third stack is just notes. This isn't exactly what I was hoping for. After I got it home and was looking at it, I was like, but you know what? I don't know. This isn't, like, I wanted, if it was going to be a pad, I could pull them apart, but then I wouldn't have this nice, sturdy cardboard piece behind all 3 of them. They'd be floppy, and I don't want floppy pads. That would be cool, wouldn't it? I took all my Christmas stuff down yesterday, Melissa. And it's all tucked away till next year. You saw a tree. I saw a tree somewhere. Where was it? Like, literally the only thing I want to use off of this is the notes pad. Like, I just want to take the two top ones off and use the notes pad. But I don't want to use it. Like, I don't know. Y'all, I'm struggling with a planner. I need a planner. You want to do the squares if is one a week. Are you talking about the for the tree or for these? I would do these one a week again too. I won't start these until mid-January just so we can get through the whole, well, no, because the last two, I need to look at the calendar and see when Christmas and New Year's falls. Because like this year, the last 2 weeks have been where I could have just not done the, you know, I've been busy. Granny square tree. Okay. So yeah, I have to figure out how many squares we need, how many squares we would need to make one. And then by the end of the time, yeah, figure out. I think we could do that. But like I said, it might be further into the year when we get that done. You want time to purchase these? Yeah, okay, so you got 2 weeks. 3 weeks, because we're in, well, okay, you've got until, if we want to start these and do these one a week, and these are just stitches, you know, this is just to help some of us learn the stitches. Lana requested it, and I said, sure. I will do my best to show you how to use them. So, okay, let's see. First full week of January is the 5th through the 9th. And then the 12th, hold on. Do they count this week as week 1 of the year, or do they count next week as week 1 of the year? You know, like, I don't know which week is considered week 1. Let's see. Week 1 of 2026. So yeah, today counts week 1 of the 52-week year. So, it's just like the other ones, BB. So it's gonna have this, and then on the back, well, this is just a single crochet one, so this one's pretty easy. So it says to create the single crochet edging, see pages 22, 23. Yeah, make 16 chains and follow chart, working rows 1 and 2 in yarn A, then repeat stripe sequence 2 rows yarn B, 2 rows yarn A until square. So it does have a graph on the back, but this is just a single crochet one. So let's see. Yeah, make 15 chains and follow chart. Follow chart. I wonder if this has a written one. I'm gonna go look on the Kindle app, or I'm gonna go look on Kindle and see if yeah, so the book does have, yeah, it does help with the charts, but I want to see if they have a written one like they did with the, so they do have, like they did it with the granny squares, they give you a couple written ones for like the V-stitch and the triangles. Written pattern examples. If you're more familiar reading words and charts, try reading these written patterns while referring to cards 10 and 33 so that you can see how the two correspond and build up your confidence. Well, let's see if they have a book. That looks huge. Kindle. I don't know if I can search on the Kindle app on my computer. I might have to go onto Amazon. I don't want that one. Let's see. Search Kindle. Granny Square Stitches card deck. Yeah, we're going to go to Amazon. Amazon it. All right, Granny Square Stitches card deck. Let's see. Do we have a Kindle? I don't remember how I found the other one the last time. It's been a while. Let's see. Card deck, Kindle. Written crochet patterns. Ah, sweet. Okay. So there is a written one. So for another $9. And I got a $3 reward. So buy now. I have the Kindle delivered to Kindle library. Okay. So I had some rewards and things. So for $9 more, you can get the written book as well, which I did. I just did. So I got this, and the written one was like $7 or $8 when this one came out, $8 or $9 too. So I got this, and then another $8 or $9. I don't know. That might seem expensive, but I would rather have that written book. That is so funny. Okay, so technically today is week 1. So in week 2 is, so by the 12th of January, can you guys have it by the 12th of January? So Monday, January 12th, I will pull my first card from here. Do we want to do random, or do we want to just go in order and work our way up? This is not for the tree. We will come up with our, I think for the Christmas tree, I'm going to go through here and find a cute square that I liked making and maybe pull a few of the cards out from this to make for the Christmas tree. Or I might go through the flower deck and look through there. So this is US $19.95 plus another $9 for the book. Honestly, $30. I mean, that's the price of most of the crochet books out there, right? $20 to $30. I mean, you're essentially buying a book, even though it's in the card deck. And then you're buying like a little ebook. It's just an ebook on Kindle, so you don't have a paper book or anything. We are doing great, Sharon. How are you? What time is it? 8:09. Okay, I want to try and make my bag. Ooh. Okay, yes, I did not finish my magic pot holder with my red and green. It's gonna get frogged. We're not gonna do that anymore. I still have my bamboo colors that I want to do with this. Still gotta find something else to make since the beach wrap didn't come out. Let's see. You know what? I gotta find something I have enough of. If I'm gonna use scraps. Or I just, start adding to it and don't care. Or make it, because I'm double stranding it, so I'm trying to find something I can double strand. I was thinking of double stranding and just pulling these two together because they're the same thing. But I could just double strand and make it scrappy, I suppose. Maybe I'll just do that. You know what? We're just going to do that. I'm going to try and pull out all my small scraps here. Let's see. Does anyone know if the book will work in that, or do I need to buy a Kindle? No, the Kindle app will work just fine. I was literally, when I'm on Grammy Rita, when I'm doing them, when I'm working on the squares, when I was working on the granny squares here on my live on Monday mornings or whenever, I would literally have the card off from here sitting on my desk, and then I would have the Kindle app on my computer, my Mac, up on the screen, and I would read the written part. So yeah, no, the Kindle app will work perfect. Okay, so pulling out all my small-ish scraps. At least trying to, anyway. Okay. And I'm going to just make the scrap-happy bag here. Look, I already have some of those in the small amounts. Okay, I don't want that. There's another piece of scrap. Pulling all my small scraps out of here. I think I already said that a few times. Okay. I could run all my scraps with either black or white, I suppose. Or silver. I've got larger scraps of those three. And then I have this scrap. And then this is just my bambootiful. And then I have that cake. Okay, we're going to put all the big stuff back in here. Maybe if I can keep everything from being tangled. Okay. So I got all my small scraps out. Okay. Let's see. See, like, this is one of those labels that fell off of one of the skeins. So like this would go in my bin of things, so I didn't have to hold on to it. Relaxing, but at the moment, you're knitting a jumper for your baby grandson. I haven't knitted yours and quickly reminded why. I bet it is coming out beautiful. Okay. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by its toe. What color do I start with? I got little itty bitty scraps all the way up to this. This is not an itty bitty scrap. I don't know. Like I said, I'm going to run two together and just keep adding to it. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by its toe. Baby hollers make him pay $50 every day. And my mama said to pick the very best one, and you are not it. Okay, let's go. You know what? Let's just do this. I don't know. Just throwing something together here. And then I need to figure out how deep do I want to make the bag. So I want to make it square-ish or more rectangular-ish. You're downloading it now. So January 12th, we will start the stitches box. So make sure you're getting the stitches one. This one. Okay. I need a 6.5. Ah! Knocking stuff off. So, how deep do we want to make this? I love that you do that. Your Grammy Rita, your Coolio thing that you do is my okie dokie. Whenever someone says something, I'm like, okie dokie. Sounds good to me. I want to get a Kindle. I'm going to get myself a Kindle. 2, 3. So I need to make this an even number. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. And then do we want to do a row of single crochets first and then start the moss stitch, or just start the moss stitch right off the bat and then, yeah. So I'm at 21, 22, 23, 24, 6, 27, 28, 29, 30. 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. So that's how big we are so far. Do we want to go deeper? What do y'all think? I need your input. So I'm creating this way, but I'm going to fold it in half, and it's going to end up going sideways like this. So right now, that's how deep my chain is for a bag. It's a pretty decent sized bag. So I'm going to do 38 because I want to go 2 more. And then I'm just going to go, I think, straight into the moss stitch, the linen stitch, whatever you want to call it. So I'm skipping the first. Hold on, I went into the 3rd stitch. There we go. Because I want, no, hold on. Chain, I need a chain 2 to go up to the next. And then we single crochet into that chain. So maybe I need to do 1, 3. Oh my gosh. You like to start with a foundation row? Oh, you know what? We're going to do that. We are going to do that. So I have 38. You know what? We're going to go to 42. 39, 40, 41, 42. We're going to go to 40. I don't know. I think I have a reason. Give me a sec. 6 times 7. Yeah, 6 times 7. There you go. Okay, I had to look that up. Okay, so 42 chains, and we're going to do one more, 43, and then we'll do single crochets into the back hump loop thingy on the back side of the chain. I like to go into that back bump of the chain. So like when you do your chain, you're going to have these V's on the front. And for some reason mine's all twisty. So you have all those V's on the front. If you flip it around, you've got all these bumps. And it's hard to show you the bumps on the back. You can kind of see them right there, right up here by my pinky. But I go into those back bumps. I also got the Kindle book. Yay! Yeah, so, oh yeah. Make sure you guys give me ideas for, you know, the jar, the Bust the Stash jar. I've already got a bunch of patterns printed out, and this is going to be my Bust That Stash folder. Instead of pulling from my binders and having to search for them every time, I'm going to put all my free patterns that I find and print in here, and then when I pull them out of the jar, I'll be able to go straight to this folder to pull from these. So, you know, I have a dozen or so in there, but I want a lot more. We need to fill this thing up a little bit more so we can have We need at least 50 pieces in here, and I've got maybe a quarter of that. Played Legos, paper crafted, breakfast, and now painting. They got here. Oh my gosh, they're running through everything. Like, slow down, kids. Gotta save some of these activities for later in the day. Although run them ragged, and then maybe by mid-afternoon they'll just go. They'll just knock themselves out. Although, who am I kidding? They won't. They will find that burst of energy in the middle of the afternoon when you're sitting there going, I just want to sit and take a nap. And they're just like, nope, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Pretty sure I'm doing an even number, right? Am I doing this right? The moss stitch. So like you start with a single crochet, skip one, single crochet, skip one, single crochet, skip one, single crochet, skip one. No, I need an odd number. Oh boy. I gotta go back. So I gotta do 40. So I did 42. I need to have 43. So a chain of 44, and then I go into the second chain from the hook. So we're going to have a total of 43 stitches. Okay. It's because we want an odd number, because we want to start and end with a single crochet. Because we're going to single crochet, skip one, single crochet, skip one, single crochet. So we want an odd number, right? Yep. Load them up with sugar. Steven, I've actually looked I haven't looked through all of your inspirations, but I started going through your inspirations. I think I got through the first like 20 pages before I got bored. But Yarn Inspirations was my first one. I barely touched Ravelry. It just was like 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 34, 36, 37. Okay, I do need an odd number for moss stitch. Okay, we're right. We need an odd number. Because, yeah. That's funny. Well, you're doing well for 99, Melissa. You are doing well. So we chained 44, and I am single crocheting into the back bump, starting with the second chain from the hook all the way across. So I guess I should say it how I'm going to write it. I single crochet into the second chain from the hook, and then repeat I'm messing up. Single crochet into each stitch across until the end for a total of 43 single crochets. Did it without help from the grandkids. All I want for Christmas is a hippopotamus. So my limit is it needs to be doable within a week. So if I forget to work on it all week long, I want to be able to get it done Monday night. No, I'm joking. No, it needs to be something either that takes, with under a week to finish, less than a week to finish, a day, a couple days, but no more, nothing that's going to take us like weeks to finish. These are just fun little projects to just use up our scraps, maybe make gifts for Christmas next year, tuck them away, and things like that. I thought about doing giveaways this year, and giving away makes that I've made, because I've got totes full of makes that I'm like, I don't know. Like, I don't know people to gift them to, so it's like they're just going to sit there and collect dust within a box, you know? So, I mean, if you can find them on Premiere, that's, you know, wherever you can find free patterns. That is what I'm looking for, is free patterns of something that you want to make, like things that you want to make. All I want for Christmas are hippopotamuses. I can't get I love the song, but the tune never sits in my head. I feel like I have it in my head and I can't sing it. Mm-hmm. I'm going to sing it until I get my hippopotamuses. I love all the stuff you guys have been finding about that. That's so funny. Hasn't deterred me. I still like my song. Now, do I physically want a real hippopotamus? No, I'm good. A stuffy? Meh, you know, I'll be okay with that. Time for Thor's potty break. All right. Scrappy bag. Scrappy bag. You know, Grammy Rita, this might be a good grocery bag for you. I love the moss stitch. It's so cool looking. I don't know how well it's going to turn out with it being scrappy lappy like this, but I'm loving the colors so far. All right, so I got 43 stitches across. That's a pretty decent bag. That's how big it's going to be, how tall it's going to be. It's almost as tall as my torso. All right, so we're going to chain 2. We're going to turn our work and we're going to skip the first. Go into the second with a single crochet. Chain 1, skip 1, single crochet in the next. Chain 1, skip 1, single crochet into the next. Look for placemats. Yeah, placemats. I have a placemat in the jar already, but it's a mosaic off of Yarnspirations. But we can do other placemats too. There's a cute heart pillow. I was like, I was done with pillows, but like this heart pillow that I found was really cute. And I wanted to try it. It may not get drawn in February, but we'll see. I might just have to pull those out and make those in February. So I'm single crocheting into skipping 1. So I skipped the first chain. So I chained 2, I skipped the first one, and then I did a single crochet into the second stitch, chained 1, skipped 1, single crochet to the next. I'm doing that all the way across. I should end up with a single crochet in the last stitch. And basically, the row I just did will be repeated throughout the whole bag until this rectangle is finished. Checkerboard 1 years ago when I was teaching yourself to crochet. That sounds kind of neat, the checkerboard. That would be a fun one. If you want to email what you find, like links to them, that would work. Like copy and paste the links. Yeah. Give me the links so I can click on them and go to them. And oh, I'm not coming out right. I needed to do a single crochet in that first. I did though. That's what my chain 2 is. Well, obviously I don't know how to get this moss stitch started. Oh, crud. I didn't do something right. Oh, I opened right to it. But that's not the moss stitch I'm doing. Okay, so skip the first chain. Oh yeah, that's the moss. They're doing the moss stitch where you do the half double. That's like the crunch stitch. So the crunch is also known as the moss stitch. Okay, that needs to be done. That needs to be done away with, because I learned the moss stitch as single crochet, chain 1, single crochet, not this. What is the other? Linen stitch. That's the other one it's known as. Is it even in here? Linen stitch. The linen stitch isn't in here. What is another name for the linen stitch? The linen, the moss. What is the other name for it? There's another one. I think there's another one. I can't think of what it is. I feel like such a silly person. I feel embarrassed in front of you guys for messing up like this. Ugh. Crochet. I'm getting frustrated because it's like, when did the moss stitch become that? That's what I want to know. Granite. The granite stitch. That's the other one. Why do we gotta do that? Like, why can't it be? Why do we have to have so many names for things? And it's not in here. Let's see. So the chain needs to be an even number of stitches, and you end with a. So they single crocheted into the 4th chain. But you start and end with a single crochet. Oh boy. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to undo it all. Like, my brain's not working for some reason. Like, start with an even chain, then single crochet into the 4th. But see, I'm doing a foundation row first. So how many multiples do I need? Like, even chains. Always start with an even number for the classic moss stitch. I know, but I gotta undo all this again. So I gotta take 1 stitch out. So I'll need 42 instead of 43. Right? How many did I end up with? I did 44, right? And then I had myself 43. Okay, so I need to take 1 stitch out. Welcome to the world of designing. Single crochet into the 2nd chain. I mean, it does work out quick, but it's just annoying. I wanted to keep going on this. 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. I'm just 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, having you guys here is helping me keep calm. Let's just put it that way. 12, 13, 14. Hold on, Melissa. I have a response to that. 15. Okay, so 15. Good morning, Steffi. So, Melissa, when I saw you were working that blanket, I went, phew, good luck, girl. Because I just finished one of those, and I'm so glad to be done with it. So I will be cheering you on like you cheered me on. I saw that, and I'm just like, oof, nope. I'm good. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So, I mean, but if you've ever wanted to know what it looks like to design things, like what I'm going through with this is exactly a little taste of that. Because I'm designing it on the fly, you know, and so frogging happens a lot.
Wait, no, not yet, not yet.
Shh, hey, quiet. 21. Oh boy. 22. 23. 24. 25. 26. 27. 28. 29. 30. Sorry, I'm counting these out because I need to make sure, you know, or how many I have. 30. 30. 31. 32. 33. 34. 35. 36. 37. 38. 39. It'd be awesome if I ended on 42. 40. 41 and 42. Okay, so chain 2. Skip the first one, go into the next. No. All right, so I need to do single crochet, single, 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 single. Okay, so if I skip one, I should end on, okay. Okay, so I should be good now. So chain 2, skip 1, single crochet in the next, chain 1, skip 1, single crochet into the next. The chain 2 at the beginning is technically a single crochet chain 1. That's why I skipped the first one. I hope this works out like I want it to. So, and then the rest of the row I do skip 1, single crochet, chain 1, skip 1, single crochet, chain 1, skip 1. Side to side blankets, figure that out gets frustrating. Yeah. I would love to come up with my own shawl design that's a little more, I don't know, like a round one or something. But like I said, I don't know. Well, I know the increase. It's like a beanie, like half a beanie, and you increase if you want to make it grow a certain way. I guess you have to increase. The fewer rows in between increases means it'll grow slower out. Like it will grow long, lengthwise slower. Whereas if you did it further apart, the increases were further apart, it grows faster, I guess. I don't know. Comments feel like a brand new day has broken. Oh, thanks, Steffi. That warms my heart knowing that. So I'm trying to come up with a, well, okay, I'm not really coming up with, I guess. I'm taking an idea I saw and making it my own, because I don't remember where, I mean, if I could find the person I got the idea from, I would credit them, because this is not necessarily 100% mine. I'm just creating it in terms of how big I'm making my bag. So it worked out for me. I chained one, skipped one, and single crocheted in the last. So I should be able to chain 2, turn my work, skip that first one, go into the chain space with a single crochet, chain 1, skip the next single, go into the chain space with a single crochet, chain 1. So this row that I'm on now will be the repeat row. And I need to add on a new color. Any, mini, miny, mo, catch a tiger by its toe. Which one should I do now? Should we just go with this bright orange? The blue is what I'm running out of. I mean, I have another one I could attach to it, but I'm like, we're making this scrappy, y'all. Scrappy lappy. All right, so I gotta do my magic knots. My sliding magic knots. By the way, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, my kids, I don't know. They'll probably, I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Actually, no, Wednesday is New Year's Eve. Yeah, Wednesday, yeah, they'll get the rest of the week off. Those 3 days, we won't have to be too concerned with time. So I may go over a little bit on those days for our time. Don't think so. Yes, I do hope you feel better, Steffi. Kick that cold. All right, so I'm just single crocheting into the chain 1 spaces, chaining 1 over the single crochets, and skipping over them into the next chain 1 space. Super easy pattern once you get it established. You never got the magic knots done right? I mean, I don't know if you can see it there, but right there, my little knot, right there with the orange tied on there. That's my magic sliding knot. So I'm just using up scraps to make it scrappy, and then you know, I can write this down and make this a thing, and you guys can remake this bag if you want to, but it's literally just the moss stitch. But so this is what the things, the person where I found it is, you know, you've got the holes in there, right? But when you stretch it this way, it like, it fills itself in a little bit. So like, you know, I wouldn't use it for like little things not to fall through. You definitely either want to line it or, you know, put pouches in it so you don't lose things. But this is definitely a style of bag that you can do without having to necessarily line it. What in the world? This gray decided it was like, excuse me, I want to be next. I'm like, I'm not ready for you yet. Like, there's a whole knot and everything on here. I mean, I can put it next, but not yet. Not ready for you yet. There we go. Okay. All right. And then I just single crochet into that last chain 1 space. Chain 2, turn, skip the first one. So instead of single crocheting into that chain on the end, you just single crochet into the chain space, and that's it. It's how I learned to do it with the blanket that I still have in timeout that I haven't finished yet. It's how they do their moss stitch. I mean, it's not exactly a straight edge on the edge there, but it'll work. Oh yeah, that's totally fine. We all love Mishi. I don't mind sharing Mishi's links. There's not much of this orange. It might be like a row or so. But when I'm going to crochet this where one of these edges is like joined or seamed together anyway, so I'm not too worried about it not being straight or being in a straight edge. Nope, I don't mind sharing Mishi on here. Share away. I'm just concentrating on this. When I'm not on the live, I'll work on the pants and get those done. Y'all, they turned out way tighter than they should have. Like, I wanted them to be loose on her to where she could wear leggings underneath, but and because they're made with cotton, they don't stretch as much. So they do stretch, but like you have to like, they're almost like tight fitting pants anyway. So you kind of have to like, they're almost like the finger trap. You know those Chinese finger trap contraptions? They're almost like those. You have to like, you can't like go through it too quickly. You kind of have to gather it up to pull it up on you. I should have probably done 4 squares around her legs instead of 3. But oh well. She don't care. She's gonna wear them anyway. So they'll get worn regardless. Chain 2, turn. Oh my gosh, this one yarn is like flip-flopping around on my desk. There you go, Frizzy. Yes, go check Mishi out. I miss her every Sunday when she goes live. I see her come on, but she comes on about the time I'm getting kids ready for bed, and I try to stay off YouTube when I'm putting the kids to bed. So, and then when I get them to bed, I go to bed and she's still on, but then I get in bed and forget. I ended up watching like a movie or something, TV on my TV and put my phone down. So no worries, Frizzy. No stress. No stress. Oh, my daughter absolutely loved the fact that she got a necklace from Frizzy. I mean, well, you didn't physically gift it to her. I bought it from you and gifted it to her. But she's like, it took me a minute to figure out who this was. She saw your name on it. It was like, I think you're Jay Winters or whatever. And she's like, who is this? They fit her. They just are a little on the tight side. But she ain't going to care. Around the tushy, she's fine. It's the legs that are a little on the tight side. But they'll stretch out as she wears them. So I'm not too worried. You know, she'll get a good couple uses out of them before she's done with them, and then she'll be done with them, and I'll find some other small child to give it to. Give them to. Well, I got further with this orange than I thought I would. I said a row or two, and I'm about to go into my third row with it. I mean, it is running out. Ooh, no. Flip-flop around on the desk, not on the floor. Thank you. Almost done with the orange. Might go another row. Chain 2. So yeah, I'm just doing that same row where I chain 2. I skip the first one. I single crochet into the first chain 1 space. I chain 1, skip over the next single crochet into the next chain 1 space. If you're familiar with the linen moss granite stitch, that is what I'm doing. Works up a lot faster when it's just, you know, when you're using a 2 strands and a 6.5 millimeter hook. Now, I could go down to a 6 and make it even tighter, which if you wanted to make the bag tighter with the holes, you could do that. This does allow a little bit of stretch, I guess you could say. I mean, I don't want stretch, but there it goes off my lap again. It's because it's coming from the outside of this little thing and not the inside, and so it's flip-flopping around. Excuse me. I might go a little over today just because I missed you guys. All right, what color should I do after orange? I've got red, variegated, couple different variegateds, a bright green, peach. I already have orange though, so I'm going from orange to something else. Man, I got another row out of this. Huh. What's my next color? My purple's still going though. All right, what's next? I'm running out of color here, so I need to add on. It's funny because this same strand is the same strand I've been adding on to. I haven't added on to the other one yet. What color should we go with? Green? Should we go green? That one will go a long ways. Let's do, I don't know, do I want to do red? The red and white one? A lot of the ones I have left are going to go a lot further, so it really doesn't matter which one I pick. Don't know. Oh, the gray. It's going to go a long ways. So I might just have to be like, all right, we're done with you for a little bit. So what I might do is just do, you know, a couple rows with it and change to another color. Well, I'm going to change the, yeah. I mean, my purple's still going too. Yeah, the gray was like knotted up and everything on it, ready to go. Like, I'm ready. I got myself partially knotted for you. Like, seriously, there was one knot. I mean, all I had to do was knot the other color. So I basically knotted each color onto itself to where I can slide the two knots together, and then I just tighten them down as tight as I can go and pull them back close together again, and then I take and cut my two tails off. I could wait till it's on the piece, but I do it before. And make sure you cut the right ones, because there's been times I've accidentally had to rejoin them again. Alright, so we'll use gray for a couple rows. Or a handful, we'll see. Chain 2. I just want to go a little longer. I know the kids are going to do school today, but I'm sure they don't mind waiting longer. But I've missed you guys. I want to hang out longer. I know we have the rest of the week and the rest of the year and all that, but for as long as I decide to do this thing called YouTube, we will have all that time together. The gray just kind of bloop. It's not as like vibrant and colorful as the rest of them. But this is how quick and easy this is. I mean, I'm literally just going to keep working on this until, I don't know. So right now, it is, let me find a measuring tape if I can. I don't see any. Oh, there it is. There's all my tails from my bag that I was finishing up. All right, so it is about 15, wow, it's about 15 inches deep. So I probably want to do about, I don't know, maybe 12 inches wide, because I don't want to make it square. I think I'm going to go rectangle. So I think I'm going to do 10 or 12 inches wide. So I just got to take this to about 10 or 12 inches, no, 24 inches, 20 to 24 inches tall. And then I'll fold it over for about a 10 to 12 inch wide bag. So that's what we're doing. So like when it stretches, it's going to go like this. It's going to stretch. So it's going to have quite a bit of stretch. It'll stretch probably about to 20 inches or so. But that's as far as it stretches. But, you know, it'll be a reusable bag. So then the next decision is going to be, what kind of handle do we want? Do we want to do two handles, one on each side of the bag? Or do we want to do a single strap from one side to the other? If that makes sense. Like this. Do we want to do one solitary crossbody strap like this? Or do we want to do two where each one is on either side of the long side of the bag? If that makes sense. What kind of bag are we looking for? Single strap or double strap for this? So I'm thinking, you know, for Grammy Rita here. She inspired me in the moment. Like, I honestly just wanted to make this a bag, just to make a bag. I like bags. Because they're almost kind of like mini blankets, you know? So, what do we want? Do you want single strap or solid strap? I mean, this is like, I'm asking in all sincerity because this is going to be a bag that you guys can recreate in the future. I'm making it scrappy right now just to use up scraps. So, This can be done solid. It can be done whatever. Ooh, you know what would be fun too, to do it with the that yarn I got from Frizzy. The Cotton Fair. The bulky stuff. Might have to try it. It's a single strand bulky instead of double strand. So, how was everybody's Christmas? Seemed like everybody had a decent week since I was gone all week. This purple is driving me crazy. I want it to just be off of there. It turns to white. I think about the time that the purple ends, I'm going to change to a different color on the gray. So I'm going to cut the gray right there. And then maybe I'll bring the gray back on at the end of the purple, or the white that I have attached to the purple. It's going to be a big chunk of gray here. Several rows of it. A Grammy Rita bag. It has to be sturdy to hold heavy items. Well, what do you want? Do you want a single strap or do you want a double strap? I might actually utilize Kim, her little. I still gotta figure out how she was doing that, because I found a video on YouTube called "The Finger Cord Lucette with No Tool." So it creates that braided strap. Well, all mine is packed up and put away. We actually went through 2 closets this weekend and got them cleaned out and reorganized, and I got the main one vacuumed, and I actually put totes in there of my crochet stuff, like not my yarn, but like my totes of makes. I've got like 2 totes of makes, y'all. 2 or 3 totes. That's why I'm like, I need to like start giving away like makes, like doing giveaways. Would that be something you guys would be interested in? Obviously, Arrow won the poncho, which I still need to package and send out. I love all that Grinch stuff that you got, Marianne. I'm a little jealous. I have to say I'm a little jealous. But I was thinking of doing like a giveaway, you know. I need Grammy Rita to give me some names. Like, give me some things that are something in your life, like, you know, trees around you, a road name, or a state. Well, not a state, but like something that doesn't say this is Grammy Rita, but it's part of your life that I can use, like, to inspire the name of this bag. Because I wanted to do the moss stitch regardless. I wanted to make a bag with the moss stitch. I wanted to try it out and see if this was a thing. But then you inspired me to turn it into a grocery bag of sorts. Yeah, see, look, it stretches a lot this way. You see that? If you stretch it from top to bottom, it stretches quite a bit. But that was the whole point of the video I found, is when you go this way, the holes fill in, so to speak. When you stretch it the other way, it doesn't really stretch the same side to side. My kids are going crazy up there. My boys are true boys. Like Rita's grocery bag, you know? I don't know if I want to say that. So that's why I'm trying to think of something. Double straps, yeah. Okay, we can do double straps. What do we want to name it? Something that ties back to you. So you said you were in California. It's called the moss stitch, but the boss bag instead of the moss stitch. The boss grocery bag. No. Although I do like Rita's grocery bag. I do like that. Simple and easy, and it speaks exactly what it is. And so whenever you guys make it, you'll just call it the Rita bag. I like that, the Rita bag. I think that's what it's going to be. I think it's just going to be the Rita bag. The pretty Rita bag. Rita. What's another word that rhymes with Rita? Pretty is not the right. Although you are, it's just pretty doesn't rhyme with Rita. Rita. What rhymes with? What has the Ida sound in it? I can't think. Rita. Ooh, hold on. Rita's Cali bag. Ooh, I like that too. Hold on a second. Okay, yeah. How about this? I don't know. Hold on. The Bonita Rita bag. No. Rita Bonita bag. The Rita. No, never mind. Ready Rita bag. Rita's Cali bag. Rita's Cali. Yeah. Bonita means pretty, so that's why I was like going with Bonita, but it just doesn't sound right. Doesn't flow as well as I thought it would. The Rita Ready bag. Quake and shake. Ah, Senorita Rita bag. Yes, I love it. I love it. The Senorita Rita bag. Senorita Rita bag. Yeah. Rita bag. The Senorita. I like the Rita's Quake and Shake. Rita Pita. Yeah. Look, see how my stripes are really thick? Eventually, I'm not going to have all those thick stripes. I still have at least another 2 or 3 rows of gray with the purple. Do I keep going with the gray? Oh my gosh. Children. Chill, please. Senorita Rita bag. The Senorita Rita grocery bag. Senorita Rita tote. The Senorita Rita tote. Because bag just doesn't, I don't know. What if we called it the tote? The Senorita Rita tote. I love it. That's what it's going to be called. We're going to call this the Senorita Rita tote. Yay, I love it. Make sure it's not called or taken already. I got to make sure of that first. Ah, Tank, yes. Yep, still here for a few more minutes. I wanted to go longer. And we came up with an awesome name, so I didn't realize it was 10 after already. I'm going to go to 9:15 and I'll go. The Senorita Rita Bonita tote. That's a mouthful. La bonita señorita Rita Tote. La bonita señorita Rita Tote. The bonita señorita Tote. I don't know if I'm saying that right. La bonita señorita Tote. Yeah, I'm so sorry, Rebecca. Hugs to you, Rebecca. Okay, I'm gonna have to switch it because it's getting really thick. Sorry, Gray. You gotta come out. You gotta come out. We'll put this in. I mean, all my scraps are wide at this point, so I mean, it really doesn't. I might have another row or two in here. I mean, it's gonna be a scrappy bag. I don't really care. That's like Lana Nana Banana bag. Yeah. La bonita señorita Tote. It's just like, period. I like how Tank had putting Rita, like capitalizing the Rita in señorita. The beautiful grandmother tote. I like that a lot. I like it a lot, guys. And of course the kitty decided to get up here and lay with me, so Miss Luna is up here with me on my desk as I'm getting ready to get off of here. Although I gotta find the tote to put my tote in with all my scraps so I can take it upstairs with me and work on it while they do school, because I'm going to be crocheting on this while they do school, because I want to finish the La Bonita Señorita tote. Lana Nana Banana bag. Well, Lana Banana, maybe you should come up with a stitch that I can do, and maybe I can come up with a bag with your name sake. Lana Nana Banana. The Nana Banana tote. The Nana Banana bag. No, I like tote. Tote just sounds better. Ah! I'm trying to continue crocheting with like no gray. I'm thinking green. What do y'all think? Add the green on? I'm thinking green. I want this bright lime green in here. I want this bright lime green. I'm gonna get this added on and then I'm gonna get off here, y'all. I have to get over here. I don't want to, but I have to. I have to go be a mom. I get to go be a mom. Let me change it. Let me change the wordage, the verbiage. I get to go be a homeschooling mama. Okay, everybody just chill. I'm going to be up there in just a minute. Go. I don't want you to come down here and tattle. I said I'd be up there in a minute. I know. I can hear you guys talking. You didn't need to come tattle. A banana-shaped bag. Ooh. So like the Granny Fanny shape. That's a conundrum. I'm gonna have to figure that one out. I'm gonna have to figure that. Man, this one changed from purple to white and green all at the same time. I completely lost the purple. And the gray. All at the end. It's Grinchy colors. Ooh. Ooh, you know what? When this white runs out, I'm gonna attach this, and then in the center of my scrappy lappy tote bag here, I'm gonna have Grinch colors. Can y'all see that? It's gonna be Christmas smack dab in the middle of this bag. Okay, maybe not in the middle, but close. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be my favorite side of the bag. I could seriously just be sitting here all day crocheting with you guys on here. Banana colored. Ah! Fell on the floor. Made it to the floor. All right, guys, I'm going to get off here. I have had fun. I need to write this down before I forget. I'm already forgetting it. Okay. Banana colored and shaped. I need a stitch, though. Shaped bag. What's your favorite stitch, Lynn? I know you're new at it, but what's your favorite stitch? Excuse me. All right, and then La Bonita Señorita tote. Okay. Yes, have a fabulous Monday, y'all. I hope you guys stay safe, stay healthy, stay warm, stay safe. I don't know if I said that already. Have a great Monday. Thank you guys for being here with me. I had fun. I'm going to keep working on my La Bonita Señorita tote. And hopefully that name's not taken. So know that you guys all are worth something and loved by someone. You are somebody to somebody. I love that. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Same time, same place. Have a great Monday.